20 goons and ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 180. Gun. 59. Check. Front. Let's go. Ready.
Now Newton on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught by Evans. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing on first down. Franks. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Past the 20. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Franks to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Newton now to throw. It's complete to Lockett.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's coming.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 1st and 10, Franks. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Okay, break. He's coming. Check in, exit. Sit. Get to the ball. Let's get converge. Watch Leo. Safety's creeping. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Whoosh! It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it to Evans. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Bell. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go for it, bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 24-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check on the ball. Track.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go, here we go. 60 orange. Situation, let's go. Bravo. You got it, Frank. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Ricky, Jackrabbit. And go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
20.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch out. Squeeze, get in there. Mike, he's coming. Check in. Recon, 132 fight. Watch the ship. You're out. Watch the ship. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Franks. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Great. I got it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Newton. He finds his target. It's Evans. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field.
20.
He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Watch the out. Slam. Gun. Check. Gun. Fresno. Express.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Newton. And he's got Lockett. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey! Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On first and 10, Newton goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. I think this is a free play for Newton. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To the air again, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Newton now to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit. Asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught by Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. Evans has it left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Check 24, check 24. Check, ready, go. 13, see it, on, set, go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, ready, ready. Stand. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Ready, go.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Slam. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Safety green. Go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's caught, block it. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the slant. Greg.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Newton. And this is caught by Evans. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
28-yard gain. First down, Salt Lake City.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Get ready.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
I said it, let's go. Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Quarterback, go, get go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Sponge, no.
Off the play fake. Franks. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw is Newton. This complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
20.
They snap it to Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
20.
First and 10.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
You go tight. You
To throw again. Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. He's not going to get me. Go. Get one up.
To throw on third down. Franks. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 8. Check hot route. Hot. Express. Motion.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. To try again after the sack. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Newton, now a desperation throw deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Foles. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
One last throw here for Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different